Yo, what's up? This is CTW number 90. Let's ignore the 5-month gap since the last one, yeah? So I've been watching this show, right? It's called Reacher, right? And it's about this guy, and he does spy shit / action shit, right? So he gets into gunfights, and he sneaks around and holy fuck, my sensitivity's high. Yeah, and he sneaks around, he shoots at people, flips cars over, shit like that, right? But his gimmick is that he's big, right? He's 6'5" or something, he's really tall, and he's like 300 pounds of solid muscle, right? Because you're not going to make your action star guy, 300 pounds of fat, right? That doesn't make sense. Fuck you, Stringbow combo, man. So the issue is, right, when you're 6'5" and you're 300 pounds of pure muscle, right, the thing is, you're on steroids, but the character, Reacher, right, is not on steroids, which is an issue. So the character, right, he actually has the exact same, he's the same size, and he has the same build as the actor who plays him, which is a crazy coincidence, right? And the actor who plays him, right, it's like Alan Rickson or something, is on steroids, which he won't admit to. He's a lying piece of shit. He's like, nah, hell no, man, I'm not on steroids. He's the most roided up guy ever, not called Dwayne Johnson, right? So, he's taking infinite drugs, right? Crazy. He's gonna have a heart attack in 3 years, right? But he's not gonna admit to it. So the character, he's fucking giant. We never see him. He doesn't take drugs, right? You assume. They haven't mentioned it in the series, right? So he's not roided up, right? He doesn't train either, right? He doesn't fucking exercise. His only exercise is he walks around, right? That's what the character does. He walks around all the time. You don't become fucking... He looks like a goddamn pro bodybuilder. You don't get there by just walking and eating like shit, right? The actor has access to the fucking best dietary shit in the world and the best training equipment, right? And also lots of drugs. The character, right? That was the actor. The character doesn't have access to any of that shit, right? He doesn't train. He doesn't take steroids, and he eats like shit, right? I remember in season 1 of the show, they kind of make a point of showing that the character eats a lot because they're we gotta try and justify how he's so goddamn big, right? So they show him eating, and he's eating like crap. Fuck, I walked off. He goes to this place, it's just some random restaurant, and the restaurant is not in the business of selling healthy foods, right? Everything they sell is fried, right? So he goes in and he's like, yeah, I'll have one of everything on the menu, which is, probably 20,000 fucking calories of a bunch of deep fried shit. He sits there and he eats it all. You don't become 300 pounds of solid muscle by eating a bunch of fried chicken and french fries, man. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. I don't know, man. Okay, so he's cheating, right? He's breaking the laws of physics by being a giant when he shouldn't be. But that's okay, right? That's not really a big deal, right? You can't do that, but he's a character, so he can do it, right? I have some notes here written down. This other thing I have, maybe even a smaller issue, but debatable. What I've written down is that Reacher walks like a moron, which is true. Every time he's walking, every scene where you see him walking in the show, it looks stupid, which doesn't make sense, because how do you walk stupid, right? I mean, I don't know. It's maybe he's so big that his muscles are obstructing his mobility or something. You ever seen that? Where I remember I saw this video where it's like a bodybuilder. Somebody like puts a sticker on his back and he's trying to get it off and he can't reach back there because his fucking lats are too big, right? But Reacher's just walking. Like, I don't know what muscle has to be big to prevent you from walking properly. But I guess he has that one. Except, right, there's a scene in fucking... I was watching the other day, and I see him run, right? He's running, and it looks normal. And I'm like, huh, that's weird. Every time he walks, he looks fucking stupid, right? He looks like he's had back surgery every day for his entire life. He's so fucking stiff. His arms don't move. Somebody's got a voodoo doll, and they fucking pinned his arms to his sides or something. I don't know. He walks retarded, right? But he runs normal, which makes me think the director went to him and was like, you know, he goes to the actor, and he's like, yo, Alan, I need you to walk stupid. Anytime you're walking, make it look stupid. And, you know, the actor's like, all right, I got you, bro. I don't know. They're like... He's doing it on purpose. He's like trying to look intimidating or something. He looks like an idiot. But none of the other characters ever comment on it. Because they're all retarded too. Alright, it says, here's my next point, right? It says, he's better than everyone else in every way, right? At everything. You know, most of the time when you make a character, right? Most characters have issues, right? They have flaws, right? You, like, your main character, you want to make them good at something, right? A lot of times, your character can be the best at something, but then they're not good at other things, right? So maybe they have weaknesses, and maybe you'd have some side characters who can, you know, shore up the holes in their game, right? Or maybe you'd have, like, a villain who's, you know, good at something that opposes what the main character is good at or something, right? But not Reacher. He's better at everything than every person. Anybody that's on his side, and anybody who's an enemy of him. He's, like, okay, he's the biggest, strongest guy ever, right? He's the smartest guy ever. He has the most knowledge. Not only is he, like, the best at, like, problem solving, right? And he's, like, his IQ must be 1,000 in the show, right? He also just has the most knowledge about things, right? Like, he knows the most facts, right? So you can't even beat him there. But also, right? So he's like the biggest, strongest guy ever, the smartest guy ever. He's also just like, he wins every conversation, right? They've written him to be the wittiest guy ever, right? Anytime he gets into an argument, the other person comes out looking fucking retarded. He destroys him every time. They have no chance. It's not even that he says anything, like, particularly good. They've just written it so that nobody else has good responses to his shit. I don't know, man. Fuck that guy. Whoever wrote the show? Fuck that guy. No, but I have one more thing. This is the most important one, right? I've written this down. This is the funniest one to me. Reacher loves murdering people, right? So, he's the hero of, or the protagonist of the show, was that right? Most protagonists, right? Most heroes, we'll say especially, don't like killing people. This guy loves it, right? You know, like Batman, right? He's like, oh, I don't kill people, which is probably not true, but, you know, most of your heroes, they're like, they want to defeat the fucking bad guys without killing them, right? Unless it's a last resort, or maybe self-defense or something, right? Not Reacher, he just loves murdering people. Like, they're bad guys, but he's like, he disarms people and has them fucking tied up and shit. And then he's like, oh, tell me what I want to know, and I'll let you go. And they tell him what he wants to know, and then he shoots him in the fucking head. Like, huh? That's not cool. No, there's this part in season 1, and he says the line a couple times, where he's like, you know, he's talking to some police people, and he's like, I don't like filling out paperwork. It's like, no shit, you don't like filling out paperwork. That's because you killed, like, 50 people in every season. Like, you just... Yeah, of course, you don't want to fill out any paperwork because you'll go to jail. What are you doing? You can't just go around and... He walks into a fucking town, murders 50 guys, and leaves. Yeah, if you filled out any fucking paperwork, you'll never see the light of day again. Of course. He doesn't hate paperwork, he hates consequences for his actions. And his actions are always just killing a bunch of guys that he didn't even need to. He just likes it. He's a psychopath, he's a piece of shit. I don't know. He just gets away with it. And it's like, okay, what is the strategy to kill 50 people every season, which takes place over, you know, the course of a week or two? How do you kill 50 people and get away with it? And the answer every time is just like he runs into some corrupt police officer who helps him out. And it's like the police officers are painted as good guys, right? They're people to help him out. They're like, they're supposed to be the good guys, but like they're just corrupt. Like, okay, Reacher's killing bad guys, but you can't just walk around and kill people. And so the police are always cool with it. Every time. I don't know, man. He kills more people in the show than I do in Capture the Wool. Because I'm playing like shit. Well, I won anyway, so I'll take it. Last thing, it's like a side note. I'm pretty sure the director of the show is fucking gay. Because every episode, and as many times an episode as possible, Reacher has to take his clothes off. I'm not sure what's going on there. Just like, it's not even like sex scenes or anything. Well, maybe one or two. But for the most part, it's just like, anytime he's changing his clothes, oh fuck, the camera is on him. They just like having scenes. Like anytime people are giving exposition, it just happens to be when Reacher's fucking changing his clothes, and then they're like, oh, what if we pointed the camera at him? Fuck off. Whoever directed this is a fucking gooner, dude, and he's gay. I mean, you could say it's a woman, right? Maybe the director's a woman, but like, we know women don't direct good TV What? Sorry, I accidentally said something sexist. No, women direct lots of good shows, man. Just don't ask me which ones. Why am I being sexist? Huh. I have an image to uphold, I guess. I had to say something uncool. But yeah, no, I think the director's just gay. I think it's a gay guy. That's where my money's at. I got anything else? He kills people. He walks like an idiot. Yeah, I think that about covers it. So overall, you know, the show's entertaining. I guess I'd recommend it. After shit-talking it for fucking, 15 minutes. So, yeah. Subscribe or you obese.